War is often remembered through victories and famous battles, but far from the front lines, thousands of warplanes vanished without ever facing the enemy. These are the missions that didn't make headlines, aircraft that took off and never came home. During World War II, aviation was still a dangerous science. Engines failed without warning. Navigation relied on stars, maps, and instinct. Weather could turn deadly in minutes. For American aircrews, danger didn't begin over enemy territory. It began the moment the wheels left the runway. One winter night in 1944, a U.S. bomber lifted off from England on a routine training mission. The crew never reached the coast. Icing formed on the wings, instruments failed, and radio contact was lost. The aircraft disappeared into the darkness. Years later, wreckage would be discovered buried deep in a forest, untouched since the war. Across Europe and the Pacific, similar stories unfolded. Bombers ran out of fuel while searching for home bases hidden by fog. Fighters collided mid-air during poor visibility. Navigation errors sent aircraft hundreds of miles off course. In the Pacific, vast oceans became silent graveyards. Single-engine fighters returning from combat sometimes misjudged distance by minutes. When fuel ran dry, pilots faced impossible choices. Some attempted water landings, others vanished without a trace. During the war, the U.S. military recorded thousands of non-combat aviation losses: mechanical failure, weather, human exhaustion. Young crews often flew multiple missions a week with little rest. Fatigue blurred judgment. One small mistake could become fatal. Not all disasters happened in combat zones. In the United States itself, training accidents claimed countless lives. Pilots learning to fly high-performance aircraft paid a heavy price mastering the skies. Entire crews were lost during stateside training flights, far from enemy fire. Recovery teams rarely reached crash sites during wartime. Forests, mountains, deserts, and oceans kept their secrets for decades. Families received telegrams with few details: missing in action, no further information available. Some never learned what truly happened. Decades later, modern technology began uncovering these lost stories. Search teams used sonar, satellite mapping, and historical records to locate crash sites. In frozen mountains and remote jungles, wreckage still tells its story: bent propellers, shattered cockpits, personal effects frozen in time. Each site is a silent memorial. These airmen didn't fall in famous battles. They were claimed by the unforgiving reality of wartime aviation. Yet their missions mattered. Training prepared future victories. Supply flights sustained entire campaigns. Reconnaissance missions shaped strategy. Every flight carried risk, whether over enemy territory or friendly soil. Today, recovered aircraft are treated with honor. Remains are returned home. Names are finally spoken again. Aviation disasters of war remind us that sacrifice isn't always seen. Sometimes, history's bravest stories lie hidden beneath forests, oceans, and forgotten skies. They flew, they served, and though they never returned, they are not forgotten.